Side 1, line 8. Month 2, the first of which followed the 30th of the preceding month. The moon became visible while the sun stood there, 4 cubits below Beta Geminorum. On the first day of the second month, which on our calendar was May 22nd, 568 BC, the new moon was spotted, even before sunset. In the sky chart, we can see the sun touching the horizon as it is setting. We can see the new moon, and not too far away, the star Beta Geminorum. Line 10. The 10th. Mercury rose in the west. In the second month, on the 10th day, which corresponds to May 31st, 568 BC, Mercury indeed made an appearance on the western horizon. Line 11. Venus was balanced 1 cubit 4 fingers below Alpha Leonis. The equivalent of month 2, day 18 is June 8th, 568 BC, and from this screenshot from June 8th, we can see the planet Venus, and not too far away, the star Alpha Leonis. Line 11 also says, the 26th, moonrise to sunrise, 23 degrees. This is another lunar 3 that records the time from moonrise to sunrise. At 4 minutes per degree, 23 degrees is 92 minutes. In Skyview Cafe, when we bring up the morning of June 17th, 568 BC, moonrise was at 3:14 a.m., sunrise at 4:46 a.m. The difference between moonrise and sunrise is 92 minutes, exactly as recorded by VAT 4956. Line 12. Month 3, the first of which was identical with the 30th of the preceding month. The moon became visible behind Cancer. It was thick. Sunset to moonset, 20 degrees. The north wind blew. At that time, Mars and Mercury were 4 cubits in front of Alpha Leonis. Day 1 of the third month works out to be June 20th, 568 BC. Not only do we see the first sliver of the new moon, but it is located behind the Cancer constellation. More importantly, the diary records another lunar 3. From sunset to moonset, 20 degrees. At 4 minutes per degree, that works out to be 80 minutes. Going into Skyview Cafe, we enter June 20th, 568 BC, and we do the table option for the sun and the moon. Here we find that sunset occurred at 1904, whereas moonset occurred at 2035. This is a difference of 90 minutes. We were expecting a difference of 80 minutes. This is a difference of 2.5 degrees of the 20 degrees that VAT 4956 records. While it's not pinpoint accuracy like previous observations, it still is in the ballpark. Line 12 also says, Mars and Mercury were 4 cubits in front of Alpha Leonis. And indeed, when we look at the sky map, Mars and Mercury are very close to Alpha Leonis. Still in the third month, first day, line 13 records, Jupiter was above Alpha Scorpii. And as you can see in the sky map, this is exactly where we find Jupiter. Line 13 goes on to say, Venus was in the west, opposite of Theta Leonis. And if we look at the sky map, we find that Venus is quite close to Theta Leonis. Line 15 says, Night of the 8th, first part of the night, the moon stood 2.5 cubits below Beta Librae. The 8th day of the third month is June 27th, 568 BC. From the sky map, we can confirm that the moon is below or south of the star Beta Librae. Line 16, the 9th, solstice. The summer solstice was in the third month on the 9th day. This was mentioned before, but it bears repeating. The summer solstice occurred on June 29th, 568 BC. By counting backward on the Babylonian calendar, we come to Nisan the 1st, which works out on our calendar as April 23rd, which is exactly when the year began. The summer solstice does not fit 588 BC because 588 BC started on April the 4th, and the third month, 9th day, would work out in that year to June 10th and 11th. According to one of the more outrageous claims, 588 BC started on May 2nd and 3rd because of the addition in the previous year of an intercalary month. But in the history of the Babylonian calendar, the year never began that late. And what is more, if the year had begun on May 2nd or 3rd, that would put the summer solstice at July 8 or 9. However, in 588 BC, again, the summer solstice was June 29th. No matter how the year is sliced and diced, line 16 throws out 588 BC, but it fits 568 BC hand to glove. Line 16. Night of the 10th, first part of the night. The moon was balanced 3.5 cubits above Alpha Scorpii. The 10th day of the third month works out to be June 29th, 568 BC. From the sky map of this date, we can see that the moon is indeed to the north of the star Alpha Scorpii. Line 17. The 15th. One god was seen with the other. Sunrise to moonset, 7 degrees 30 minutes. The 15th day of the third month, that sunrise works out to July 5th, 568 BC. As this sky map of that date and time shows, the sun and moon were visible at the same time. More importantly, it records one of the lunar threes. The time from sunrise to moonset, 7 degrees 30 minutes. That is 7.5 degrees, which works out to be 30 minutes from sunrise to moonset. When we go into Skyview Cafe and set the time for the morning of July 5th, 568 BC, we find that sunrise was 4:49 a.m. and that moonset was 5:22 a.m. The difference between sunrise and moonset being 33 minutes. This would work out to 8.25 degrees, which is 3/4 of a degree greater than the 7.5 degrees that we expected. Still, this observation on VAT 4956 is very close to what we find by modern calculations.